7:43 back here on April 8th. Like and miss, Barenaked Ladies were in town last night, and you had the chance to hit them up?
Yes, absolutely. I caught up with Jim Cregan and, of course, Tyler Stewart. They were doing an intimate performance and somewhat of a, I guess, a launch of their performance, of course, in Vancouver. And, well, I had a chit-chat with them about life after Stephen.
And stay, but you run away from me.
This is the first album since Stephen left, and I mean, there's definitely a different flavor to the album. I mean, you still have that
cinnamon.
Is that the flavor you'd like to describe it as?
Apples
really?
and cinnamon.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
Still got that
But
warmth
it has
to
a
it.
homey warmth, exactly. Yeah.
You know, the first song, You Ran Away, certainly seems to address the loss. I mean, it's very relatable to a lot of people, but is that kind of how you guys have dealt with this shift?
Yeah, I think for us it was a rough year, and we were lucky to have, we could play music and write songs that sort of reflected on that, but hopefully we want to make songs that other people could reflect on too, that don't know our story. So.
But there's definitely, it seems to me, I mean, as you would expect, anytime a relationship changes, I mean, we can talk marriage, we can talk boyfriend, girlfriend, or band, because I mean, it is certainly a family of sorts. The dynamic is going to change. So,
which is good, because
yeah.
we've been together for 20 years, and much like a marriage, you got to keep things spicy, and you got to keep things alive. So we made a change, and it's really, I think it's benefited both parties immensely. The band has been able to move on in a new direction and become a lot more positive and a lot more focused in our work, and Steve's off doing his thing and doing the kind of songs that he wanted to sing. So I think it's a win-win situation.
Your fans have probably grown up along with you. I mean, obviously playing together for, over 20 years. But do you feel a little bit of pressure to sort of manage an expectation of those fans that have been around so long?
Well, I think when we play, sometimes I see a fan who's sort of dealing with the change in the front row, and really it's their story that they're going through. And for us, we've been playing a lot of shows already. We've sort of 80 shows in, and we're really moved on. But I'll give them their time,
Well, yeah, I mean,
sure.
everyone seems to need some time. I mean, all in good time. I mean, that's as much probably for the fans as it is you guys.
All in good time, Dawn. All in good time. Everything works.
It's not something to lie about.
We talk about, band being like a family, or perhaps in some ways like a marriage. So if we were to relate it to a marriage, how do you keep it fresh?
Lots and lots of good sex.
Yes? Okay.
And lots of cooking. The way that we relate to each other is a pretty evolved kind of thing.
We try to keep it evolved.
Yeah, but then, every so often, you gotta bust into fart jokes,
Yeah.
Just,
I was going to say,
Yeah,
who's
keep it
the
real.
most mature out of the group? Did you see me see grope?
Out of the group?
I can't believe I just said grope.
We grope. That's how you keep it alive.
Yeah, that's how you keep it fresh.
Who's the most mature and who's the one that's the most playful?
It's a sliding scale.
Yeah, it rolls. Yeah, and that's what you have to
yeah.
do. You got to be able to switch it up. You got to be able to change hats, and that keeps it fresh as well. And I think, the live show, the spontaneity that we still have on stage with each other, that keeps it fresh as well.
We like playing songs that people know, like $1 Million and stuff like that. That's sort of our staples. We're playing our staples, but we also challenge ourselves with a lot of the songs that people don't get to hear.
Well, you've got some great new songs on this one, again, all in good time, and people can pick that up. And good luck on the rest of your tour. No groping allowed. I'll just give you a nice shake.
Yes.
There you go. Those are good guys, yeah. So their album is out now, and it's a different sound for them. So if you're used to kind of the old sound, it's definitely it's evolved, but good album. A little more somber, a little more introspective and deep.
Those guys are great personalities. Nice job with them.